Hello everyone, it's Scrappy Doo Sue here. I've managed to free up some time today on Saturday. Today is the 20th of March and I've managed to free up some time to do some crafting. So I want to do the next episode in the spring journal. I'm just going to adjust the camera slightly. Just bear with me. I can get it up a bit higher for you. Right, anyway, so far I've mod podged the cover front and back because it does protect it, and then I have put in a grommet hole here, and I've got some lovely yellow sari silk from Splatteredinky, which I'm going to use to wrap around it as a closure. I have decided to go with one of the crocheted flowers that I bought from a lady on Etsy. And if anyone wants to know where I got them from, let me know in the comments and I can send you the link. I've sewn in the signature. Now I only went for one signature. So I've covered the signature, the rear of the book, the spine, if you like, of the journal with this lace. And then I've matched it. Oh, that needs to be glued down a bit, actually. Always when you're filming, isn't it? Things never look right. You think they do. So we'll just stick that down with some Fabri-Tac. Okay. So I have covered the back spine with that because it's got two spines really. It's the shape of it, because if you remember, the cover is made out of an Amazon packaging box. So that's how I decorated the front, and apart from adding this, I don't know if I'll add anything else, but I also added some lemon lace all the way around the bottom, front and back, and all the way around the top, front and back, to finish that off. Inside is a pocket here. I ran some of the same crochet lace down the spine inside before I sewed the signature in, and also down here, because I didn't like the calico cotton that I'd used when making the cover. I didn't like that showing, so I just daubed some of my squeezed lemonade distress ink all across the cotton, and then stuck this lace down, and that piece is just to one side because I don't want it to interfere with that hinge there. Stuck in the signature, so we start off with a page out of Janie B's Tulip Journal digital kit, backed with another piece. Then we've got some straw paper, and I folded the edge in on this just to give it a bit of strength. Then we have some book page, some faux digital music paper that's old, I think, and it was probably scanned in. The coffee dyed doily, another sheet of digital paper, and some more book page. And then we've got, out of the flower fairy book I have, we've got the Song of the Crocus Fairies and the Song of the Windflower Fairy poems. And then we have some lace digital paper, some of my coffee dyed paper, some more digitals out of the tulip kit, back and front here again. We have another book page, and that's April, backwards and back and front. We have some nice lined note paper, which I bought in a bundle from Tania at Tattytreasure. I've got some nice eco dyed paper, kit paper, some more. This is tea dyed paper. That might have come in the bundle that Tania at Tattytreasure sent me. I've got a feeling it did, because I think she uses the red bush tea. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. It's South African, and it comes out a nice sort of a pinky colour. It's very lovely. I must buy some, actually. Just some green paper I had in my stash from when my daughters were at home and at school still, so you can tell how old it is. Book page, digital lace pages, kit page from the tulip kit, kit page from the tulip kit, some more digitals, book page out of another book that I've got, and this is the other, this is, I believe this is, yeah, I think this is tea stained as well, and that might not be mine. It's hard to tell once they're all together and you put them all together whose is whose actually. Kit page, some grid paper, some yellow paper from my old stash of when my daughters were at home, some wallpaper from Janie B's mystery bundles that I've got. I've got about 3 of her mystery bundles. They have lots and lots and lots of digitals in all colours, all different varieties. It's lovely. You can never say you haven't got a piece of paper to go in a journal. Kit page from the tulip kit. This is a rainbow coloured page, very pastely, and I believe this was out of one of Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah's kits that I've got. I'm trying to think what it's called. It could be something rainbow, I'm not sure, but if anyone wants to know, I can let them know. A doily that I've stamped in the squeeze lemonade distressing, and I've distressed around the edge just to take the white off. Book page, which is March and April, some parchment paper, some plain kit paper out of the mystery bundle, I think, and then this page I've had, this digital page, I don't know where it came from. I've had it for over a year, and I love it because and I keep reprinting it, and it's just got a soft yellow on the back, but on the front it's got this lovely poem that says, I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and the nodding violet grows, quite over canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses and with eglantine. I just absolutely love it. And then if you remember, I was making this journal insert to have as a middle page, centre pages. It's sewn in with the signature. So here it is. So I've just simply decorated the front with some kit page out of the tulip kit, a lovely little poem by Shakespeare out of the Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady book. It says, daffodils that come before the swallow dares and takes the wind of March with beauty, and put a bit of crochet lace. Some more of that same sari silk from Splatteredinky, who has a shop on Etsy, and she sells some beautiful sari silk amongst other things. So we open it out like this, and we have a pocket in here, and then we've got, this is a kit. This is out of one of the mystery bundles from Janie B, these pages, and I love them because they've got spring on them. It says spring 1900 there, and it's all out of a horticultural guide. I just love the colours, and obviously there's tulips, and I've got a pocket here with a beautiful bird on, out of the Country Diary book again, and this is a piece of paper out of the same free, not free, it was a mystery bundle that I bought from Janie B, and I've put some tea-dyed paper in, so it's a notebook inside, and then this side we've got some more paper from the mystery bundle kit with lovely flowers on, with a pocket here, and then we turn it over, and I've mimicked the crochet lace here. We've got a beautiful robin with some snowdrops, and we've got a pocket here and some more of that paper, and it's all it's about 4 sheets in the mystery bundle of these beautiful flowers, and it's sort of like a seed catalogue, an old-fashioned 1900 seed catalogue, so it's lovely. So I put a bit of this seam binding down here just to strengthen that, so that shuts. So you've got a pocket there. On the back I've just put some more tulip kit paper, some more crochet trim to match what's inside, and here I've put another little saying out of the Country Diary of the Edwardian Lady book, and it's, now the north wind seizes the south, I'll start again. Now the north wind ceases, the warm southwest awakes. And I just, because I didn't think when I matted these pieces here, and this is made out of a file folder, a UK file folder, by the way, and I followed the Book Vandal, Dawn at the Book Vandal's tutorial on this. She actually, before she matted hers, she actually glued in her sari silk and then covered the file folder. I totally forgot to do it. So what I did, I took some circles out of the kit for the tulip kit, and I just stuck them down with the sari silk, because I don't think it's going to be, there's going to be a lot of rough handling of it. So I'm perfectly happy that those are stable. I'll just tie it up there like that, and then shut it, and then we've got the rest of the pages that mirror the page at the front, and then we've got our back pocket here. I haven't put anything here yet. Whether I do or not, I don't know. I may leave it, just, I'm not sure, or I'll have a think. So this will close like this. So I've doubled it over, threaded it through there, and then this will tie round like this, and then tie up with a bow here, like so. So that's how far I've got. Now, what we want to do now is we want to start putting in the ephemera. And as you know, I've been following any of my existing subscribers, and welcome back to those, and welcome to any new subscribers. But my existing subscribers will know, if they've been watching my channel, that I have been following Farago's challenge on YouTube, which is hashtag 2021 TCTC. And we've been making all sorts of different pockets, and those are the things, I think, some of those I have already made them at the time of the video that I did for them. I think I'm up to episode 12 at the moment, but Dee Dee's way ahead. She's on episode 20 something. But some of the pieces I made in the challenge, I actually decorated them at the time with a view to putting them in this journal. So we'll put this to one side. And now that I've shown you what I've done so far, and I've got all these things, pieces of ephemera out of the kit, the tulip kit. Lots of things to do. I've got pockets and all sorts. Some of them I don't think need an awful lot of decorating, to be honest. When I put them in, I may just put a bit of very fine ribbon along there, or I may just stick a stamp or word or something on them. So I had a sheet. Again, this was a freebie. I can't remember whose freebie it is, but if you belong to any of the Facebook crafting groups, so for instance, Janie B has a Facebook page. Who else does? Miss Paint-A-Lot has a Facebook page. Shabby Dabby Doodah, Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah has a website, and they all offer, they're all very kind and generous, and they offer freebies. So I print them off as and when, and one of them was a sheet of little Dutch children. Now, obviously, tulips originate from Holland, and these are holding tulips, and I thought it was a very appropriate thing to put in my spring tulip journal. So I made a little notepad. So these are two little journal cards, but rather than cut them down, I just used that middle piece and folded them over, and I stapled in some bits and bobs of parchment paper, straw paper, coffee dyed paper, just to make a little notebook, and I stapled it. So that will go into one of the pockets. So we've got that piece. Then in one of Dee Dee Farago's episodes, we made this piece, and it is it's a bit like a matchbook. So you have this band around it, which you can stick to the page if you want to, or you can just clip the whole piece onto your page, or you could put it into a pocket. So that band goes around here like so to keep it shut, and then you open it up, and there it is. It's a pop-up and inside are a couple of little tiny labels. Now, I have made this with a view to putting it in the journal. So that's another piece we've already got made. And then we, on another episode, we made another very easy, very lovely piece out of a sandwich bag. They're kind of like the American sack bags that you get, the paper bags that you might get your lunch in, and you literally just stick this piece onto the page, and you've got this, and you open it up, and inside you've got a secret compartment where you can put lots of tags. Now, I've only put those in for demonstration purposes at the time, so we won't be using those today because they're not the right colour. So that's another piece I will put in, and we can put some of our journal cards and things in. And I just decorated it up with a view to the theme of the spring journal. So that's another piece. Let's see now. Long time ago, when I first encountered Tania at Tattytreasure, I bought some of her vellum envelopes that she'd made, and I kept them. I've had them, I must be nearly a year now. Tania, if you're watching, I don't know if you remember them, but I love them. Now, sadly, my printer, it's an Epsom printer, and it has the ink bottles, you know, the dry powder ink. It's very, very good, but it does not like any form of vellum in it. I do not know what to do. I know that Tania has a similar printer, and I know she prints on them because she's printed on this. I cannot. I don't know what setting I need to have it on, so I buy them if I can, you know. So as I say, I've had this in my stash. It fits in with the theme. I really like it. It's really pretty, and I'm going to put that in. Now, this was another piece we made in one of Dee Dee's episodes, and it is just a simple little piece, little envelope like that. You can open it, and you've got 2 pockets in it. So then, and a little closure like this. So that, again, we can just decorate that up very simply and use that if we want to. Now, this piece I made out of an envelope following one of Dee Dee's recent challenges, and it's designed to go over the edge of a journal page. So if my, say for instance, if this was my journal page here, this would go over the edge of the page like so. So say that was the outside edge, it would go over, and you've got a little tuck here, and you've got a pocket here, and if you glued it down that side and that side, you'd have another pocket at the back. And again, you turn it over, turn the page over, and you've got a side pocket. Again, if you glue it that side and that side, you've got a pocket here, and a little tuck down here. Yeah, so you'd have to glue it that side, and that side, and get a back pocket, and then you've just got that on there. So that's a nice piece to decorate. So I'm picking out pieces that I think I want in the journal, and then we're going to decorate some of them. So I'll put that to one side because that one, I think the other 2 pieces already done, finished. Then this is out of the journal kit. This is an envelope. So I've cut it out ready. I think maybe I've got it upside down. I have. Thought that was a bit odd. Yes, I haven't glued it down yet, and I haven't decided what to do. So that's another thing for our pile. Let's try and speed up a bit. Now I've got the other side of the pages that are in my journal, and this is a tulip fairy. So I want to cut this out and use this on one of the pages. Sadly, on the back is the Forget-Me-Not fairy, but these double-sided books, it's difficult to know which one to pick. They're all beautiful, and this is a song of the tulip fairy, and I'm really into my words and phrases and things, so you'll learn that about me. So I want to put that in the book as well, so we'll think about what we're going to do with those. I'm not sure yet. Now this piece, I only made this episode yesterday. This is another Farago hashtag 2021 TCTC challenge, and it's beautiful. I made it out of page out of the Country Diary of the Edwardian Lady, and you literally, it's a double pocket, and you have a hinge, so you put it on your page and then you can do what you like on the back. So I've got a pocket here and I've got a pocket here, so I want to use that as well. Put that there. This is another similar one to the one I just showed you. It's another double little pocket. We may put that in, but we may get to the stage where we've got too much. So, but it's nice to have things to choose from when you come to actually filling the journal. Then you've got a choice of what you actually want to use. So I'm not saying every single thing, like the kitchen sink, is going into this journal. What I'm saying is I want, you know, I've got a choice. So this is another one we did on the challenge, and if I just use one of these tickets, so you've got a pocket here at the back there, like so. If you glue it down 3 sides, you've got a pocket, another pocket at the back, you've got a pocket in there, you've got a pocket inside there, and you've got one here. So that's very versatile, and again I made it thinking of the journal. So we'll put that over to the made pile, and this is a similar one but a slightly different shape, so it's exactly the same but a different size. So I've decorated it up. If I don't put them in this journal, I may make another journal out of what's left over. This was another of Dee Dee's episodes in the challenge, and this is a pocket that, again, if you glue it down 3 sides, you've got an extra pocket at the back. So we've kind of made it with that in view. So I put a thumb hole in, and you've got a pocket here, and then you've just got this decorative piece here that just slides along, which is very, very cute. And whether I use this piece in the journal or not, I don't know. This piece to me doesn't fit in, but I'll think about it when we put it on the done pile that we might be thinking about using. We made this one on another episode. Again, I don't know if I'm going to use it, although this is kit page out of the Janie B Tulip Journal. But when I got it out today, because I haven't looked at it since we made it, if I get a card, these are pockets. So we've got 3 pockets here, and you can just put it on your page. And of course, if you wanted to, you could glue it down 3 sides and have a side tuck there, or top pocket there, but it would be right at the top of your journal page, I think. When I looked at it today, I'm thinking this paper that I used here is very thin. It's not copy paper thin, but it's still not, you know, I don't know how robust this would be in a journal. I don't know. It's one that's a maybe. And I'm not going to decorate it today because I don't know if I'm going to use it. This one, again, is another one we made in the journal challenge, in the hashtag 2021 TCTC challenge. This, I think I'm going to keep as a prototype because, again, it's on thinner paper. So some of them, because the idea of her challenge was to make the Colossal Tome of Concepts, and as I explained, I think yesterday, it's just a folder where you can keep all of these prototype pockets, and it's almost like having a library of all the pockets, all the different styles, so that when you want to make a journal, you can refer back to that to make different pockets, things that you might have forgotten about, because I don't know about you, but I forget, I really do. So then I got out some of the pieces I made with Patricia Vellamonte. I watched one of her videos as she was making pockets and tucks and things out of what's this called, Book Page. So there's this one which is a sort of a triple tuck really, and you would just glue it down on the page, and I thought maybe we could decorate that. There's this one, which is again a double tuck one that you'd glue down on your page. not sure I'm going to use that. I'm not keen on this paper. It's a book page out of one of my books, but it's a bit shiny, glossy. Not sure. I like the style of it though, so I may make one to go in the journal. So put that on the maybe. Then we've made a tag, but this would have to be backed because it's very thin. With a with a pocket here and a tuck here. So that's quite a nice piece. Again, this is a prototype really. If I want to, I could make one to go into this journal. Here's another piece. This one is one that you would probably, I think you would clip to a page. Yes, it's you would probably clip this in somehow because this has got a pocket on the back, a pocket here and a pocket here. So it could be one that you just clip to the top of the page. We may use that one. This is another tag style one that would have to be, I was going to say it would have to be back, but the back has got, so it just fits into a pocket because you've got a tuck here, you've got a pocket here, and you've got a tuck in here. I think it'd have to be made on more robust paper. This one is another one. You've got a pocket here, you've got a pocket here, and you've got a side pocket here. And then obviously whichever way you glue it down, you'd have a pocket here, here, or here. So we may use that one because we can stick it on the page. And then I think that's, oh yes, and there's one more. This was another one that goes over the side of a journal page. So say this was my journal page, it fits there like that, and you've got, if you glued it down this side and here, you could have a pocket at the back, you've got a pocket here, and then you've got a pocket here, and then you've got another pocket here at the fronts. Then you turn your page over and you've got exactly the same on the other side. So that's a very versatile little piece. So I quite like that one. So I think we'll probably decorate that one. Okay, so the other piece I wanted to show you was, this is a piece I made out of 3 envelopes. And I have been decorating it, as you can see. It says search for signs of spring. These are pieces out of Janie B's tulip kit. I've already used a postcard and I've just embellished it and added a lace tab. So it goes in there like so. And then in this pocket here is another of the kit postcards, and I've stuck a stamp on there out of my stash, and I've just decorated that and put a lace tab on because I'm trying to keep the bulk down. And then I put a belly band here with a bit of lace that mimics the lace on the tabs, and I've put another postcard. I've rounded the corners and I've just literally embellished it with a butterfly and a bit of bling there that goes in there like so. Then at the back we've got a pocket, and this is a tag out of the kit too, which I've put some of that lovely sari silk in, which is a nice pale sort of orangey colour. So the decorating that needs to be done really is a little bit here, a little bit here, some on here, and that's it, because that's kit page. So yeah, so we've got some things to do, some bits of decorating on in this episode. So let's have a look and see. Let's finish off this piece first, shall we? So we'll move all that to one side, because over here I've just cut out all the bits from the kit. So I've got all the journal cards and pockets and tickets and all sorts of things. So I've got a pocket down here, so I don't really want to put any more on the front. I want to keep it quite flat if I can, so I don't think my snippet roll is going to be of any use. So these are the snippet rolls I made recently in another episode. One is vertical and one is horizontal, and you can cut them down to stick on your pages, but I don't think they're suitable for this because they'll be a bit too bulky. So I've got some things I fussy cut out. So I thought maybe we could put something like that on. And I have actually left the word on. I quite like the words on sometimes. So I thought maybe we could put that on. Perhaps do a bit of collaging. What do you think? Shall we have a go? So if we get our ink ready, our vintage photo and my collage papers. Which I'm really going to have to try and sort out my collage papers, because they're all in this folder here, and certainly, and this folder here now, which is for this particular journal. So I'm expanding, and it's like, goodness me, what am I going to do with all of this? You know, it truly is incredible how much you accumulate. So we'll just get a couple of pieces out now. Just bear with me 1 second. I don't want to be rustling around for too long in here. So we just get a couple of pieces out. See, that's kit page. That's kit page. We might have a piece of that. We want some, perhaps some coffee dyed paper. What do you think? And maybe some music paper. We've got some music paper. It's old, a bit fragile actually, that piece is. So we use that, and I'll just get some bits of coffee dyed paper out, my coffee dyeing leaves a lot to be desired, I have to say. It's very hit and miss, and often comes out all scrabbly and screwed up and torn edges, so some of it is not really suitable for using as book pages. Anyway, right, so let's ink up this piece. I do like this daisy. Daisies grow all year round. Where I take Paddy Dog for walkies, there's lots of beautiful daisies all over the grass, and they've been there all year, ever since last summer, and they just keep coming, and they're amazing really. So I want to put the daisies in. I think perhaps we'll put a bit of music paper behind. This music paper's got name, somebody's written on this. The person who used it, because they've written Wharton Trevitt solo organist. So it's amazing, isn't it? So let's get the tear ruler out, and we will tear some of this down like so. I hope you can see me okay. And let me see, I'll just tear that down like so. Okay, and we'll have a piece like that maybe, and then maybe we'll just tear this by hand, and we'll perhaps have that there like so, and maybe I've got a bit of straw paper. I'm just going to get that. Can accentuate a lot of things. I think I might have tidied it away. Where did I put it? Do you know, I got everything out thinking, right, I'm going to be really prepared today for videoing. I'm not going to be rustling about making a nuisance of myself. And lo and behold, I now decide I want a piece of straw paper, and it's not in this folder, and I had it literally an hour ago, so we may have to do without it because I'm not sure where I put it. Okay, and I'm sure as soon as I switch the video off it will come to light, but anyway, let's just use these. So I'm just going to tear that down a bit like so, and tear along here a bit like so. So have that like that, that like that, and that there. I quite like that. I don't want anything too dramatic really. So we're going to ink around these very quickly. I hope you're all having a lovely weekend so far. Weather here has been okay. We've not had any rain this morning so far. It's quite mild. Well, not too bad. I wouldn't say it's really mild, but not too bad. You don't really need a coat, I suppose, if you didn't want one. We went to the garden centre this morning. Not been there for a very long time. We decided that we wanted to get some more rose bushes, and I love the fragranced ones, and luckily enough these days they actually say on them whether they're lightly fragranced or highly fragranced, so you can choose the right ones. So let's get some glue. And so then we bought 3 of those and 3 pots to put them in, 3 new pots, because out the front of our house we don't have any garden as such. We've just got a parking space, and we've got a tiny bit of garden, like a bed, flower bed, under our kitchen window, which is at the front. And we when we park the car, you can't really see what's in the flower bed. So what we did when we moved in, we dug it over and filled it with, layered it with some of that bark, and then we put 3 paving slabs down, and we stand a pot on each one. So at the moment we've got lavender in them, and they are so old, I think, that they've become really woody, and we decided it's time for a change. So we bought 3 roses and 3 new pots. So we had big black pots, and they were those artificial, you know, look-alikey pottery ones that are actually plastic. An awful lot of the pots in the garden centre are plasticky, and we decided that we'd get 3 new ones, and we've got some beautiful green terracotta type, you know, glazed big pots to go there. So I'm quite excited about like revamping it really and having a fresh change. And we've got a climbing rose at the front. Unfortunately it can't climb up the wall, because where they built the house, where the wall comes down to the garden, the little bit of garden here, there's a big ridge of concrete in the ground. So the rose is here and the wall is here, and it is a climber. So we bought a lovely black metal, I suppose you'd call it iron, very heavy metal kind of obelisk to put over the top of it so it can grow up around that. So I think that will look really nice. So I'm really quite excited. And it was, you know, it was silly really. I woke up this morning and I said to my husband, oh, we're going to the garden centre today. Oh, I can't wait, because we just haven't, you know, like everybody, we haven't been anywhere, done anything. And should we see if we've got our label or something? And yeah, so it was really nice to go out. It really was, just for a change, you know. And yes, so that was our morning. And then I've come back and done some housework, put some washing on and all that sort of jazz, you know what you do, you have to do every week. And then I've been able to come up here. I don't like that. Yeah, so that was my day so far, and I hope you're all having a productive day, whatever you're doing with, you know, whatever you're deciding to do today. That goes up that way. Whether that would look, no, not keen on that. I quite like that one. Could put that there. I could put that under something. Let's see what I got. Oh, I know what I bought. I bought this from Tania at Tattytreasure shopfront on Amazon, because I keep seeing people using this. So I thought, right, I'm going to buy some. I'm going to get some, and I'm going to see what all the fuss is about. And I like it. I really do like this webbing. And you get this lovely big roll of it, which is on a reel, so it's really nice to keep, you know. And I just stick a pin in it and keep it down like that. So what we're going to do, I'm going to ink round this label, which has postcard on it. Just take some of that white background off, and then I'm going to use Fabri-Tac, I think. And I'm just going to put it up here, and I'm just going to run some along there roughly. Stick that down there like so, and then stick that down as well on there like so. So it's just a gentle bit of embellishment there, and that's nice. Right, that's that side done. Okay, what are we going to put on this side then? What do you think? Do you think we should have a let's have a look in here now. I'm getting such a muddle, you know, honestly. Do you all get into a muddle when you start crafting? I really do. Now this is nice. I love this with the butterfly on. Just wondering, shall we have that? Let's have a look. What else have we got? Yes, I've been cutting up my country diary book. I like that, but it's going to be too big really, and I don't really want to cut that off. So we'll keep that out as a possible. Got some bits and bobs. Now these are nice. They're cute. Two little birdies together, because the birds are canoodling at the moment and they are making their nests. So we could have those there like so, and we could make a change to have a bird, wouldn't it? So we'll have those, and then we will let's see, what should we do? What should we do? Right, just getting my book page out, my glue book page, because this is partially white in places, so I'm just going to dull it down a bit, just a tad. It's where you cut it across a page, that's better. And then we'll glue around that, because we'll ink round it, actually, not glue round it, we will ink round it. Okay, I think you knew what I meant, but just in case, these can be fiddly to ink round, but it always enhances them, so we will do it like so. Okay, I'll just use that to put my dauber on. Right, so we're going to have that there, like so. Now we want something underneath that, don't we? So how about we have a piece of the cut up page of the country diary under it. That would be quite nice, wouldn't it? I think it would. I'm just literally going to tear it. That's what I feel like doing. Tearing it. I'm going to tear it down here. Let's see what the back looks like. That's all about the U. Oh dear, my tearing leaves a lot to be desired, doesn't it? Oh my goodness me. Let's tear along the bottom. Right. And let's actually, let's use the tear ruler if we can. I wonder if it's better if I do it that side. No, this is very difficult to just tear ruler off an edge. What we do, hey, honestly. Now that's too high, so I want to just tear down that bit there, like so. Where are the birds? Bring on the birds. So now okay, so I'm going to tear that piece off round like that, and then we're going to have something there. So let's have a piece of music page. Got need a proper piece, don't we? Not that top piece. So okay, so maybe we'll just tear along that. I'm just winging it, to be honest. This is a good practice for my collaging, I suppose. As I've said to you, collaging, I think I overthink it too much, and I wonder if that, I really could do with some darker papers, couldn't I? Really. Let's see what else have we got in our file. Some bits of parchment, white paper. You're saying, oh, off she goes again, rustling around in that bag. That's bright, that piece, and just one last piece of something. One last piece. All I want. Now, do we want some bright green? Would that really make it pop, do you think? So I won't have that. Put that down there. That's turned into sort of a square of collage, just hasn't it? Like a very blocky, squarey bit of collage. So I'm going to tear that down like so, and then we're going to put that back and okay. Some darker paper here. So what we'll do, I think we'll take the words away. That's what I want to do. Take the words. We're going to keep that there, and then maybe so that gives them a background, you see, that they show up on. And then perhaps we'll just have a tiny piece of this down here. So we'll just tear this down to nothing, end up with nothing, keep tearing bits off and end up with nothing. So we'll have it like that maybe. Oh, I quite like that actually. Let's just move that up that way and see what that looks like. Okay, like that. And then we'll put that underneath there like so. And this piece like so. Do I need a bit of bigger music paper now I've torn all that up? Or do we want that instead? Let's just have a look at this. This is out of the tulip kit. So we take that out. Let me just put that there for a second. So we want the birdies on that darker piece. And then we want that like so. So we could tear down this piece here. Tear that down like so. Right. Decisions. There's no right or wrong way, so I think maybe we'll go with that. Let's just ink up these things. So always ink up the piece that's down last, if you know what I mean, the one that's going to be right at the back. So give that a good ink round. And I think the lines are quite a nice geometric kind of contrast to all the flowers and prettiness. So if we put that there, and I haven't pinned the glue, did you not notice? Oh, it's actually working for me regardless, so that's good. We won't see any more. I do this and I forget to pin the glue, and I spend ages deliberating on what I'm doing, and I also forget to drink my tea or coffee, which is not good. And then I think we're going to have this piece. If we have it like that, I just have to put the birds back on one more time. They kind of sort of go across. So I really want that a bit more visible. Okay, so this piece down next. 3-in-1. Just this one. Yeah, so let me know what you're all up to. What are you doing? Are you crafting at the moment today, or are you busy with family and all the chores you have to do? Are never ending, the chores, like the washing and keeping the house tidy. That, you know, in my house I hoover and it all looks lovely, and then literally an hour later, if not that, it doesn't look like I've done anything really. I swear my husband and dog are very, very untidy. I think I'm going to put that down there. Okay, so that had a pattern on the back, but we'll just ignore that. It's nice. It's sort of a bit like straw paper. Where did we say we were having that now? Oh gosh, I keep forgetting. So we're going to have that, yeah, down there, I guess. Maybe just a bit there so it joins up. I don't want the gap. Right, okay. Now we'll stick the birdies down. Yes, the garden centre wasn't really that busy, to be honest. I mean, but what's good about garden centres is you have the outside area to look round, and then it's a huge, kind of like giant greenhouse really to walk round inside, and everyone has their masks on and what have you, which is good. And yeah, so we didn't feel too, you know, feel that it was too difficult, as I've become a bit, I don't know what the word is, I keep saying agoraphobic to going into shops. On the hospital site where I work, we have a very small Asda, and it's very handy to just pop over and get, you know, stuff for work, like coffee. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I do apologise for sneezing on camera. Goodness me, a bit of hay fever, I think. Yes, so I hope that looks all right. I think it does. Maybe we'll have a word down there, something. Let's have a look. What have we got? We've got delight in the hints of spring. That would be nice, wouldn't it? We put that there. We could just ink over that, like so. This, I like doing this. Ink over, and then we'll cut it round. And yeah, so I've kind of gone off going, and I sit in my office, and I think I could do with like some coffee for work, you know, to keep in my drawer, stuff like that. I think, oh, I could nip over, because you're allowed to. And then I sit there and I think, well, actually, you know, I'm going to be passing now when I go home in the car, so I'll just pull into the car park and I'll get it then. I won't bother going now. And this is what I'm telling myself. So when I get in the car and I go to literally drive past it, I then tell myself, oh, actually, you know, you don't really need it now, do you? Because you're not going to be at work tomorrow. You're working from home. So why don't you just leave it until next time, next time you're in? And there you are. That's how I am. And I can't bring myself to go into shops. And I don't know, it's ever since the first lockdown and all the hassle with queuing and people not being allowed in and all of that. So, and I did have a piece of that web here, but I don't know where it is now in this huge humongous pile of stuff. So I was thinking about using another piece. Oh, daring. How daring am I? I sort of cut it there. Never had it before. Now I can't stop using it. Thank you, Tania at Tattytreasure. It's terrible when you see other people doing their videos and you see what they're using and you think, Oh, I could do that. I would like that. Oh, where did you get that from? You know, what book's that and all of this, and that's how it goes on. So if we put that kind of there, oops, and have that there, what do you think? Or do you think it looked better up here? No, I think it mirrors that side too much. I'm going to have it down the bottom. Might have made a decision and that's it. Rightly or wrongly. Let's just get rid of the goopy top of this. Oh, I'm in a bit of a pickle, you know. Can you tell? I am in a bit of a pickle. Just going to stick that there, like so, not too close to the edge and not covering the birdies. And yeah, so it was a real treat to go out to garden centre with my husband, and I suppose just having someone with me just helped, you know, because there was a time when even like husband and wives weren't allowed to go into the shop together. So I know one time between, I think it was towards the end of the first lockdown when they started relaxing the rules, and they said, oh, you know, you could start, the shops are going to be open again, and we wanted to paint our garden fence because it was lockdown and we hadn't got anything else to do really. And although I've worked all the way through right from the start, because I've been lucky I can, you know, because I could work from home, but he didn't have anything to do, so he was going to paint the fence. And he decided that we were going to go to Wilkinson's in Aylesbury, which is the nearest town to us, and we were going to go to Wilkinson's and get the paint for the fence, and we're queuing up and we could see that they weren't letting couples in together, so we had to queue up behind each other and pretend that we didn't know each other in order, and he said, I'll get this and you get that kind of thing. So I just went round the shop as if I didn't know him, and that's, you know, how we got round it really. So I'm just looking for something else to put. I'm wondering whether I have something else that I can put on here. Now I thought it was horrible really, to be honest. It was horrible because I thought, you know, we'll have to like pay separately, and you know, some people don't, some people can't, some people, you know, they've got one account or whatever and they have to pay together. So I'm just thinking about putting that there, that banner, as a little tuck. Let me just cut that down quickly. Yeah, so it was quite peculiar. And then, you know, there's all the argy-bargying about you can't have more than one packet of this, that and the other, and you're not allowed to have this, that and the other. And it put me totally off going anywhere. And we did get our paint for the fence and everything and pretend that we didn't know each other. I suppose some couples might like that, you know, pretend you don't know each other and that you've just met and that sort of thing. But I didn't. I thought it was stressful, you know. Kind of felt like you daren't look at each other in the shop, just in case they cottoned on to the fact that you did know each other, and you get thrown out. Yeah, just even going in and having to put some sanitize the baskets and everything while they stood there watching you, and then you were conscious that someone else was waiting behind you and only letting in 1 or 2 people at once. And I know it was all for the good, you know, and obviously I've been working in an environment that that is toxic at the moment, has been and still is to a certain extent. We're still battling the variants, so you know, it's all very well for the news to say this, that and the other, but you know what's going on behind the scenes, it doesn't always reflect that. So I just put that on as a bit of a extra, and I've got I've got a ticket here, so let's see. We could ticket, put that ticket there like that. I quite like that. Right, so that's those finished, those pages. Okay, so all I want to do really is a couple of bits on the back. I'm not going to do any more to the front. So this is the inside cover, so we could have a nice just a nice picture on there really. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Oh, it's just a bit too big, but that's really nice. So what else have we got that's like that? Let's see, that's going to fit in with our theme. We've got this nice bird here. Not feeling it, not feeling it at all. And we have got this, and we've got down here, this came out of this off the same page, but I could cut that down. It's all words, isn't it? I suppose that might be my signature really, my style. Everyone's got their own style, haven't they? So maybe this is mine because I can't resist putting them on. So we could have this, and then down here it says Daffy Down Dilly is come up to town in a yellow petticoat and a green gown. That's lovely. I like that. So we could have that there and that there, and something behind it maybe. What though is the question? What shall we have? Shall we just have let's see what we've got in our pile over here. What happened to the music paper now? That seems to have gone and disappeared itself. It was hiding, it doesn't want to be used again. It says had enough, being torn up and torn up again. So see, that's nice, just that on its own, but I tore it too short, and this is going to not be wide enough now, I can tell already. That is not necessarily going to be wide enough for that. Maybe if we tear along there like so, we cover up that blank piece like so, and we have that there. Now what happened to my I have that there like so. Now does that look silly? Tell me what you think. I just don't, I just am hopeless. Let me see, what else have we got here? We could down. I'm better off cutting on that side down. Like so. And I'm thinking maybe we could just do that and take the top off like so, and we could have that there like so. Now that's going to get lost, that piece of word. We have that on there like that. Okay, over to one side, and then maybe this just down here. And we've got a jar of tea bags here, So we'll find a piece of tea bag and just tear the kind of salvage edge, is it salvage edge off? Is that what the term is? Selvage or salvage edge, I'm not sure how you say it. And see if we have a piece of that underneath the words, like so. So we have that there and that there, and we have that underneath there like that. Oh, that's nice. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just trim that edge down to neaten it up a bit, even though it's not neat, if you know what I mean, just to match in with this one. So we're going to have it over to one side, we're going to have that there and that there, like so. And then we're going to have this down here on this tea bag, like so. Right, okay, I've made my decision, rightly or wrongly. Right, okay, so the first thing down is this, and we need to ink it. You know, it's surprising how long it takes to do any of this, decorating things, because it just seems to, like, this is just one piece, and I bet this is already a good half hour, so we may only just get to do this today. And then we're going to ink this piece. I may have to decorate all the other pieces I showed you off camera, and then when we come back for the final flip through, you'll be able to see what I've done. So that's going there like that. So I'm just going to get those down now before I change my mind. Yes, so. And it's funny how you could one day you want to use certain bits of paper for collaging, and then another day you might pick up something else, and it's, you know, I suppose it perhaps depends on how you feel that day, really, as to what attracts you the most. I don't know if there's any science behind it. I'm going to stick this down. This is lovely quality paper out of the Country Diary book. I have got a Country Diary book that I've had long before I ever thought about crafting. I've had it since I was in my 20s, I guess, because I loved, you know, all the art, and I told you I'm a bookworm and I do love books, and I can't get rid of books very easily, and obviously now I'm cutting books up, but I am only buying second-hand books to cut up, you know. I have got my own, I've got 2 bookshelves from floor to ceiling in here, in this room, and they are full of books. My husband's got a few shelves and the rest are mine, and I just love my books, I really do. So you know, I just like, we've got a little sort of armchair bed in here, and when I decorate it, I'm going to decorate it in lavender colour, which is quite a nice, calming, tranquil colour, I think. And I'm going to just use the chair when I get, you know, make time to actually sit and look at some of my lovely books that I've got. So I think we probably get away with using this Cosmic Shimmer. No, is it got, what is it? It is Cosmic Shimmer. I got it right today. Okay, so I'm going to put that there like so. Gosh, my stomach, did you hear it? It's hungry. hasn't had much to eat today so far, really. So it's looking forward to dinner time, I think. Dinner time down south, we call dinner time our evening meal. Lunch is our lunchtime meal. But I know some people call dinner their lunch is their dinner, and their dinner is, no, their lunch is their dinner, and then they call supper their tea in the evening, or they have their tea in the evening, which is their dinner. It's all very confusing, isn't it? But I like that, and that has got enough on it. Let's see. So we've got that and that and that. No, I'm not going to put anything else on. It's so tempting to keep on embellishing and embellishing. You think to yourself, whoever has this journal might want to add some embellishments themselves, which would be quite nice. So this one, I don't think it needs an awful lot, really. Oh, there's that piece of webbing, you see? There it is. At least that's one of them. So I've got a pocket there with a bit of that lace. I'm just wondering whether to... Let's put something up here, like a little tuck or something. What have we got? What have we got that's out of the kit? I'm just going to reach over to the pile in the corner and have a look for some bits and bobs out of the kit. Now we have got some, if I just put that away, circles. Got some circles, and we have got some stamps. Now that would be a nice stamp to have. That is kit. It's out of the kit. We have a stamp, and we could put one of these circles in as a little side tuck. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to have that as a side tuck. So just making sure I'm gluing it down on the right sides. So that's that, and have got circles, or we have got little tickets. So there's a little ticket out of the kit that could just go in there like that. Now that for me is enough. Just wondering if I have any more of this lace, whether I can put a piece of lace along the bottom, and then that will complete it, won't it? So let's just have a look in our box. I've got a feeling I've probably used all of that lace, you know. Well, I will do that off camera. I will look for some. I may have to go through my drawer of lace and look for some, and we'll put some on there. So that's what it's going to look like. So I haven't put anything in here like this. We've just got a little pocket there and a pocket there and that. And I guess we could put something in here. Now, I think the little notebook that I made will make it far too bulky. I just look for that now. That's been thrown on the pile. Off camera, here it is. And I've got a feeling that, well, that's quite nice actually, isn't it? That this piece has got to go in the journal somewhere. Now I'm not sure where. See, I thought, let me get the journal back. My idea was, because it's quite roomy inside, and I deliberately left it like that so that we could add some ephemera. What I thought was we could have it in this pocket here, if like so, and have that like that, and that would not affect that at all. So that's what I think I'll do, is put that in there like so. And then it's very strange, this. I can't get used to this cover. I cannot get used to the way this signature lays, because it's got a flap here and this flap here. I'm not really used to that. I'm used to it being just like a book, really. And this piece, I don't really know what that does, but anyway, we'll leave it now we've made it. We'll leave it now we've made it, and we'll see what happens. So I'm going to just tie it back up, and then I'm going to call that an episode. All we've managed to do really is just finish off that piece. We've got all these other pieces I got out, so what I'll do is I'll sort through them off camera, and I will get on and do some more decorating of them, and then I'll show you next time I see you. So the next episode may well be just the flip through of this, and we'll say it's finished. I've got a few dangles and bits and bobs to put on it, but yeah, I really like it. I just think it's bright and cheerful, and it's exactly, you know, what I need. I'm going to cut these bits off now they've dried, and just be careful I don't cut that lace underneath. Yeah, so cutting those down, and we'll call this done, and I'm excited to get on to something else. I have got a few ideas. Too many ideas, really. Too long a list of things I want to do. People I want to follow, you know, people I want to sort of, like Tania at Tattytreasure's got some lovely things going on, and I wanted to join in with some of those. Julie at Camellia Crafts has, and you know, and so is Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah. So I've got too many things I want to do, and that's without even looking at Miss Paint-A-Lot's things that she's doing, and they're just a few. So I will go round and glue down anything that's sticking up like this. I may go over that with a bit more of the Mod Podge, actually. I'll see, because now I've got lace on, I don't know what's going to happen if I try and add some Mod Podge to it, but we'll see. Right, okay, I'm leaving you in a big muddle. I can't find a pin to my glue now, it's disappeared. So anyway, I won't bore you with looking for that, and I'll say goodbye and enjoy the rest of your Saturday. And you know, I'd love it if you could like and comment on my channel, and subscribe if you're not a subscriber yet. It would be great to help build my channel up. I am, you know, new, and you could probably tell from my way of crafting I'm not as experienced as some of the ladies and gents on here, but I'll get there, you know, in my own time. And it would be lovely to have you on board to, you know, be part of my journey. And I will hopefully see you again soon. Who knows, I may be able to free up some more time tomorrow and come back with another episode. Okay, take care everyone. Bye bye.